So resume preparation. Resume preparation is very, very important for any test engineer, any software employee. So first we should write the name. After that we should write the email address and the mobile number. So career brief, whatever you want, you can write it. So what is your experience? So just you should mention what are the main areas you worked in software company. Just we should mention here. And professional summary. So around 7 years of IT experience in software testing, in which around 2 years in test automation of client server and web-based application using Selenium. So total you have 7 years of experience in the area of software testing. Just you have 2 years of experience in the area of software testing using Selenium. Well versed with all the stages of SDLC and STLC. So just why we are writing SDLC and STLC, then they will ask you like, what do you mean by SDLC? SDLC means software development life cycle. What do you mean by STLC? Software testing life cycle. How many phases in the SDLC? Just we should tell, just SDLC contains 6 phases: initial phase, analysis phase, design phase, coding phase, testing phase, delivery and maintenance phase. How many phases in the STLC? STLC contains 6 phases: test planning, test development, test execution, result analysis, bug tracking and reporting. Just we should mention the terms here. Experience in test environment setup, both manual and automation. Just I know manual testing as well as automation. Good exposure, requirements, understanding, analyzing. Just a test engineer should know only two things. First of all, he should understand the requirements. After understanding the requirements, how to write test cases. If you know these two things, he can work with any software company. Well versed with various testing levels, testing types, testing techniques, and quality work products. Experience in functional and non-functional testing. Non-functional testing means without performing any actions on the application, we can test the application. So the type of testing is known as non-functional testing. Availability, usability, reliability, compatibility. These are the non-functional testings. So testing types. Very strong experience in test case writing. Right. Experience in black box testing techniques like BVA, ECP, and use case testing. BVA means boundary value analysis. ECP means equivalent class partition. Use case testing. Use case writing, already we discussed. Experience in static and non-static functions and actions in Selenium. So only here we are mentioning QTP, manual with Selenium, both we are mentioning here. Static and non-static functions in actions. So what is static and non-static functions? So already we discussed. Static means common, non-static means not common. So we have taken one class, that is the by class, all the bys having some common properties. That properties is called static properties. All the bys not having some common properties, that properties is called non-static properties. Static actions, breathe and sleep. Non-static action, drink and smoke, already we discussed. Very good knowledge in Java concept, inheritance, interface, overloading and overriding concept. Good experience in dynamic handling, file system and exception handling. Expertise in object class, string class. Good experience on reflection API. Experience in working with the open source tools like Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver. Good experience Selenium IDE and creating scripts under Selenium IDE by using Java. Good experience on Selenium IDE, RC and something WebDriver concept we mentioned here. Educational qualification we should mention here, BTech from so and so year. Work experience. So currently I am working with so and so company in from so and so year. Just we should mention. So he got a project, software skills. Just we should mention all the software skills. Operating systems, Windows 98, 2000 professional, XP, Windows 2000, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10. Languages, scripting languages, C, C++, Java. If you have any other languages, you should mention here. Databases, MS Access, SQL Server. Automated testing tools, Selenium. Test management tool, Test Director and Quality Center, ALM. Tools and utilities, MS Office. Web technologies, VBScript. So whatever you knows that software skills we should mention here. Right. First project, insurance project, Garner Insurance Suite. This project I will explain you, as well as second project is e-banking system. So these two projects I will explain you.
Okay.
So first project name is Garner e-insurance suite. Client name Network Life Insurance USA. Environment means the developed technologies. Mozilla, Windows 2000, SQL Server 2005 and .NET. This is developed technologies. Okay, no need to know all these technologies. This is that developed project, developed environments, role test engineer. So first of all, we should tell. First of all, we should write the description of the project. So what is the that project purpose? What is that project covers? We should mention here. That is project description. Responsibilities. So just we should mention responsibilities. So here responsibilities. Just understand. Creation of test plan and test strategy with the assistance of DBRS or technical design document and high level designing HLR, high level designing HLD, high level designing.
DBR, sir.
Here we should write FRS. Assisted in creation of Selenium Web IDE framework. So we can create the IDE framework. I will tell you, madam. Creation of automated test cases using Selenium IDE. So what are the role? Just we should mention the all that what you did, whatever you did, all those things we should mention here. This is the responsibilities. So today first I will explain you this Garner Insurance project. Before going to Garner Insurance project, first of all we should know end-to-end scenarios. End-to-end scenarios.
For that insurance.
If it is any project, just they may ask you like, just tell me your end-to-end process in your company. End-to-end process. So this notes I will send you, madam. Just you should. Here we have 20 points. First, FRS review. FRS review means customer requirement review. So first of all, we need to understand the customer requirement. That is called FRS review. Second, test plan review. So test plan prepared by test leader. After preparing the test plan, we need to study the test plan document. So that is called test plan review. Next, BRS review. Business analyst he will prepare use cases and just based on the FRS only, he will prepare the BRS. Just so compulsory, we should review the BRS also, business requirement specification. Next, participating the review meetings. So each and every software company, Friday or Monday, they will conduct review meetings. Review meetings. So while doing review, if you have any doubts, just we can clarify in these meetings. So participating the review meetings. So each and every software company, they will give nearly 20 to 30 days for only review the customer requirements or FRS review or BRS review. So nearly each and based on the company strategy, they will give some companies they will give 20 days, some companies will give 30 days, some companies will give 40 days. Within that period, we should understand the FRS, BRS, and test plan. Identifying the scenarios. What scenarios we need to test, we need to identify. So here, explanation also I wrote here. Next, pre-writing the scenarios. We after identifying the scenarios, uh, uh, which defect first we need to rectify. So first of all, we should know what you mean by priority. For example, priority means in what sequence the defect has to be rectified. So, so here we have four priorities: critical, high, medium, low. Based on the situation, priority will be changed. Based on the situation, we will give the priority. Designing the test cases. That means we will write the test cases. Next, involving the peer review. This is the end-to-end process. After getting job, what we need to do? Oh, these are the things. Involving the peer review. Peer review means you wrote some test cases and your colleague also, he wrote some test cases. Peer means colleague. So just we should both people they will sit and they will analyzing the test cases. They will check each and every they will involve the other person test cases and he will involve the other person test cases. So involving the peer review. Peer review means colleague review. Colleague review, he will study all the test cases. You will study all the test cases for your colleague. Sending the test case to lead for lead review. So after writing the test cases, we will send it to the test case document to lead for review. So after sending the test cases, so lead will give some suggestions and corrections. So defining the design based on peer lead comments. Refining means rectifying the, and getting the approval from design approval for the design from BA. So business analyst, you need to give the approval so we can start the project. Next, SRN study. SRN means software release note. It is a note prepared by technical department people and sent to testing department people. In this we have software release note. Here we have some points. Build path information, test data path information, deployment document path information, known issues path information, release manager name, release date, build number, version number, project name, module name. After studying the all, we will estimate the scope. Next, deployment document study. While deploying the software, we need to provide some deployment document. Deployment document means after installation document. Installation document. He will prepare installation document. He will prepare installation document. So using that installation document, we will install the application into client environment. So deployment document study. So what are the documents we need to provide during delivery? So he will listed out here in this section. Conduct sanity testing. Sanity testing means developer, they will whole project, they will divide the whole project into some modules. So that is called high level designing. Each and every module divided into some sub modules. So that is low level designing. Each and every sub module they will develop a build wise and they will sending to testing department. So each and every build we will do testing. This build is properly further detailed testing. If you want to do in detail testing, this build is properly or not, we will do testing. So that's why that is called sanity testing. Next, processing the functional testing. Functional testing means compulsory we need to perform some actions on the functionality, then only we can say that functionality is properly working or not. Based on the customer expectation of functionality is working or not, we will do testing. So that is functional testing. After performing functional testing, if you get any defects, we need to raise the defect. Each and every software company, they will maintain some defect profile template. Using that defect profile template, we will raise the defect to developers. In this, we have some points: defect ID, defect description, steps for reproducibility, submitter, data submission, build number, version number, assigned to fields. Assigned to field filled by development lead. Next, getting the modified build from development team. So after raising the defect, then they will rectify and they will sending to testing department. Then we will do regression testing. Then we will do regression testing. And regression testing we will perform on the build. And perform the system testing. So after installing the application into one environment, we will perform different types of testing on that application. So the type of testing is known as system testing. Last one, test closure. So we wrote test cases, how many test cases passed, how many test cases failed, we will listed out in the test closure. These are the 20 points end to end. So wherever you go, if it is any software company, just tell me your end-to-end process. We should tell these 20 points. Explanation also already I wrote here. So just you should know. Just tell me your end-to-end process. If you tell this 20 points, more than enough, you can get job.
Sir, 20 points and the explanation would each point ki light guy wala, like just you will need to list out the 20 points.
Compulsory we should give the explanation also. Minimum explanation. This is very important.
Exactly మీరు ఎలా చెప్పారో అలా చెప్తే సరిపోతుందా?
Yes, madam. Just during this session, I explained like simply. Okay, this is the end-to-end process.
For any project, any domain, any project, same thing.
Same thing. So if it is any project, if it is banking domain, insurance domain, healthcare domain, educational domain, finance, any domain, just this is the end-to-end process. So I'm not mentioning, I'm not talking about any bank, which domain, I'm not talking about domain. So this is the process, end-to-end process. A test engineer end-to-end process is this one.
మీ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ని ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయమంటే ఇది మామూలుగా జనరల్ గా ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ స్టెప్ బై స్టెప్ ప్రాసెస్ కదా. మీ పర్టికులర్ ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఎండ్ టు ఎండ్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయండి అంటే అప్పుడు
just I will tell you later. Just this is the end-to-end process overview. Okay.
ఓకే.
So whenever you are working with any software company,
No.
I will explain you. This is process, end-to-end process is over, right? Next, real-time interview questions.
నాకు డాక్యుమెంట్స్ పంపుతానన్నారు.
Yes, I will send you, madam. This every document I will send you. One second, madam. One second. Next concept, real-time interview questions. Whenever you are facing the interview, just they will ask you different questions. So first question, just tell me about you. First question, tell me about you. Tell me about you. I'm Akhil Reddy. I am from Hyderabad. I did my post-graduation at MNR College in Hyderabad, which is affiliated to Usmani University. I have around 10 years of experience, IT experience in software testing, in which around 7 years or 5 years or 2 years in test automation of client server and web-based applications using QTP and Selenium. Just you should tell only this. Only one line, just within 2 minutes you can complete this. Only 1 minute, within 1 minute you can complete about yourself. I'm Akhil from Hyderabad. I did my post graduation in MNR Degree College. So I have nearly 10 years of experience in the area of software testing, in which 1 or 2 years of experience using automation tools like QTP and Selenium. Simply we can write. What is insurance project? What is insurance project? So we have number of definitions. This is the one of the definition. So what is insurance project? Protecting the ones you love is the first and most important step in a solid financial plan. What is insurance? Just it is a plan. In future purpose we are doing some plan, that is insurance. What is insurance? It is a project too. This is another definition. It is a project to develop an application to process the all insurance transactions online. How many are there in your project? There are 5 members in our project. So if it is any project, max wherever you go, nearly 5 to 6 members will there. Max 6 members, minimum 4 members. How many are there in the project? Only, just we should tell only 5 members. What is your role in the current project? Software test engineer. Software engineer or software test engineer. That's your choice. On what modules are you are working on? So here we should write currently I am working with Garner Insurance. Currently I am working with the Garner Insurance. Just wait 1 second. Right. On which module you are currently working on? So my current project name is Governor Insurance Suit. My project client name is New York Life Insurance USA. In this project we have 4 modules. One is insurance policy administration system, claims management systems, policy management system, and user management system. Now I am working with only user management system module. So just we should tell that role. Explain about each and every module. So currently I am working with only one module, sir. I can explain you only one module.
అన్ని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయమంటే
No. Currently I am working with only one module.
అంటే
But
is
you
this
have worked
agile
with
అంటే ఏం
sir, but if
Sir?
you have worked with that modules before, explain it అని చెప్తారు కదా.
Madam?
ఆ మాడ్యూల్స్ మీద బిఫోర్ వర్క్ చేసామని కదా మనం చెప్తాము. సో మీరు బిఫోర్ వర్క్ చేసిన మాడ్యూల్స్ కూడా బ్రీఫ్ గా జస్ట్ సింప్లీ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇట్ అంటే
No. If it is any project, just we can work with only one module, madam. We are working with a project-based company. If it is product-based company, there are interrelation will be there under each and every module. But if it is project-based company, there is no relation between each and every module. So in this module, in this project, we have 4 modules. So currently I am working with only user management system. In this module, in this project, we have 4 modules. Only you are not only one person in software company. Along with you, number of people will be there in the software company. Nearly thousands of people, nearly hundreds of people, nearly 200 people will be there in the only one project. So you are working with only one module. In that one module, you are working with one sub module. Okay, in that submodule you are working with only one of the submodule, so you will be the something small role you are playing.
ఓకే.
Explain detail about your module. Just we should tell, right? What is the role in the previous project? Application engineer. What was your first designation? Trainee application engineer. Company, which company you are working? I am working with Sonata. Which client are you are working? Client name, I am working with New York Life Insurance USA. Which project you are working? Garner Insurance. What's your current package? 3 lakhs something. Just convert your currency and say it. What is your expected package? 20% hike. Compulsory we should ask 30% hike. Then they will give 20%. Where is Sonata? Just whatever you mentioned in your resume, where is Sonata? You should tell Sonata location or your company location. So Mayur Mark, Begumpet, Hyderabad. Just we should mention the phone number also. What is the site of Sonata Technologies? Any company, whatever you are keeping in your resume, you should know what is that company, where is it located, phone number, everything you should know. What is your consultancy mail ID? You are not working with directly in Sonata, so you are through working with consultancy. So we should tell, so consultancy name and head. So my your consultancy mail ID, Akhil@soapntechnologies.com. Password 123456. Consultancy head Krishna.
పాస్వర్డ్ ఎందుకు సార్?
They may ask you. That time we should give
ఏంటి పాస్వర్డా?
username and password. They may ask you. Not company. So then they will ask you just to tell me your company mail ID. So sir, that is very confidential, sir. I can't give you company mail ID. So I can give you my consultancy ID. This is my consultancy ID. Can you explain anything about your client company? Just we should tell about client company. Currently you are working with one client. That client name is Garner Insurance, I think. So we should tell New York Life Insurance. So we should tell about your client company. So it all began on April 12, 1845, when the foundation was laid for a new enterprise that would come to the known as the New York Life Insurance Company. Elected Secretary Lewis Benton purchased the first policy for $5,000. So began a legacy of security and a commitment to keeping promises reflected still today in our core values. As President and Chairman 1907 to 1932, Darwin P. Kingsley said, when will New York life be finished? Never. Its foundations are as deep as something. So this is the life insurance. Whatever you are explaining in the real time, so that company client information only. Okay. We should tell. We should tell. They may ask you. Next, who is the your project manager and HR? Just we should tell any two names. Can you explain any of the two your colleagues names? We should tell. From when you are working in Sonata, I'm working since from July 2010. So 13th question. When you got your current hike, recent hike in July 2015, how much you got? Nearly 75 percentage.
సార్ ఈ ప్రాజెక్ట్ మీరు వర్క్ చేసిందా లేకుంటే
This is the
కార్నియర్
I worked with this project, madam. That's the reason I got total information. How much hike you got during joining Sonata? So actually his salary is 12,000. So recent actually his salary is 12,000, madam. So he got hike 20,000. That means nearly 70% is hike, madam. 70% is hike. What is your take home salary? Just you can convert in your currency, madam. What is your take home salary? My take home salary is actually 25,000. So here 25,000. No. 20,000 only. What is your take home salary? They made my salary 25,000. 12th actually salary is just we need to convert. Wait 1 second. So 14 uh, 14 to 25. They made 25. That means nearly just 25,000. He got 75% hike. That is, what is your take home salary? 23,500 net salary. What is your expecting package? Actually, his package is 25,000 means 12 into 25. 12 into 25. 3 lakh package. 12. 12. 12 into 25. 3 lakh package. What is your expecting package? 3 point. What is your expecting salary? 3.84 he is asking. compulsory we should tell nearly 20% hike. 30, minimum 30, they will give only 25. What is your expected gross salary? Gross salary means total salary. 4.2 lakhs package. What is your made up payment? So you are not working in Sonata software company, you are not permanent employee in Sonata. So how, what is your mode of payment? My payment is self check, or in your country they are using just inquire it, so they are giving self check. If you are working with through consultancy, how they will give the payment, just you should know. Self check, here we will use self check. So how you are depositing your check in some bank? No. Can you give the bank statement for that? Yes, I can provide. Not now. After joining. After joining, I can provide. Not now. They will ask one more question. What check they are providing to you? Open check, self check, or bad check, or cross check with company name? Open check. What is your heads? Name Akhil, employee number SPT 5333, designation software test engineer. Working days 35 days, 31 days, payable 31. Earnings reductions: basic salary 9,080 something, deduction 1,142, HRA something, professional tax something, convenience allowance something, special allowance something, medical allowance something, total earnings 25,000, deduction 1,342 rupees, net pay 23,658, 23,658 rupees only.
ఇట్లా అడుగుతారా సార్?
Yes, yes, madam. So compulsory you should know how much salary you are getting, our total salary, take home salary. You should know every month you are taking salary without knowing.
సార్ ఇది వరకు జాబ్ చేయలేదు కదా, ఇదంతా ఇంత ఫేక్ చేయాలంటే అవుతుందా?
Yeah, we should prepare compulsory, madam. That's the reason I prepared this document. So how much you are getting, take home salary, how much you are getting, gross salary, everything,
అది
everything.
కార్నెట్ లైఫ్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ ఓపెన్ చేసి చూపిస్తారా
Yes,
ఎలా
yes,
ఉంది?
yes, madam. I will show you. Next, Garner insurance. Go to direct Garner insurance. I will explain not Garner insurance project, madam. I will explain you another insurance project. That project responsibility role we will explain you in this project, Garner insurance project. Right. Insurance domain knowledge. First, you should know insurance. What is insurance? First of all, we should know what is insurance. Domain knowledge is very, very important. If you know domain knowledge, you can work with any software company. Without knowing domain knowledge, you can't work with any software company. That's the reason each and every software company, whenever recruiting the people, they may ask you, they will ask you compulsory. So which knowledge, domain knowledge people only they will recruit. So they want insurance domain project. They want insurance domain professionals. So they will recruit already insurance domain knowledge people only. Right. So domain. What do you mean by domain? It is a subject where we consider any software project, we term the subject as domain. Example, insurance domain, banking domain. So a domain expert is the master of the domain expert is the master of the subject. Domain expert is the master of the subject.
సార్ కొంచెం స్లోగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తారా ఇది డొమైన్
A domain expert
ఇన్సూరెన్స్
is the master of the subject, and he or she may know each and every point of subject, and
ఓకే
he and she may know each and every concept that every concept of that product. Application they have caliber to give advice to client, they have caliber to this is the point. That they have caliber to give advice to client on any particular work area. All right. So what is domain? Domain is a subject. If it is banking domain, it is a subject. Insurance domain, it is a subject. Testing it is a subject. Oracle it is a subject. So it is a subject. So if you know that subject, you can work with client or company or project. You can work very easily without knowing anything, without knowing terminology. Directly, you can't work with any project. Domain is nothing but it is a subject. When we consider any software project, we term the subject as domain. Example, insurance domain, banking domain. A domain expert is the master of the subject, and he or she may know each and every point in subject, and he and she may know each and every concept of that, every concept of that product or application. They have caliber to give advice to client on any particular work area. What is domain? No need. Domain expert. Who is the domain expert? Subject expert is that person who have knowledge of a particular area where he may find out whatever whatever is modified document right now I don't have, whatever he she may find out what he need to the against the issue, if need to do the against the issue. Wait, what he she may find out only this line only, remaining all are very perfect. Find out what need to do the against the issue. Right. Need of domain. So what is the use of domain? Need of domain. Why a domain is need? What is use of domain? Why tester may need of domain knowledge? These are the questions. These are the questions. What is the difference between who have domain knowledge or other without having domain knowledge? Right. Types of domains: insurance domain, banking domain, mobile banking, healthcare domain, dental insurance, retail, supermarket, protocol, new networks, finance, CRM, SAP. So we have different domains, like we have number of domains, like insurance domain, next finance, healthcare, educational, hospital domain. We have different domains. Advantages of domain knowledge. What is the main use of domain knowledge? Reduce the training time. So if you have something knowledge about testing, so I can give you training within 10 days. If you don't have any testing knowledge, if you don't know anything about testing, you don't know anything about computer, so I should give the training many days, or means that is 30 to 40 days, 50 days it will take. If you know something about a computer, if you know something about testing, if you know something C, C++, Java, something, if you know, just I can give you training within 10 days. If you don't know anything, first of all, I should start with scratch. So that means, first of all, I teach you just how to open, how to close, how to enter something. Each and every point I should tell. So it will take time. So that means reduce the training time. If you know the domain knowledge, it will reduce the training time. And good and functional flow chart like workflow, business process, and rule. If you know domain knowledge, so we can reduce the time, and we can good on functional flow chart. So how to perform functional testing on the application, we should know. We can get it easily. Good idea on GUI features, UI, user interface features. Without performing any actions on the application, we can test the application. So GUI features. Good idea on back and end processing. Simply we can say end-to-end processing. Good idea on end-to-end processing. Back end, end-to-end process. End-to-end processing. Defect tracking. Terminology in insurance. If you know domain knowledge, you should know something premium, or like just insurance. If you know something about insurance project, then we can easy terminology. You should know terminology. So for example, I am the bank employee. I don't know deposit. I don't know withdrawals. I don't know money transfer. I don't know anything. So how can I do bank job? So first of all, we should know some terms. So terminology in insurance. Right. Insurance. Number of insurance definitions we have number of. Insurance is defined as the equitable transfer of the risk of a loss from any entity to another is exchange for payment. So once again, I don't want to confuse you. So leave it. Next, insurer. Insurer is insurance company selling the policy. Insurer is the insurance policy selling. Insurer is who is insurer? Insurer is an insurance company selling the policy. So just like agent. Insurer policy holder, just like me. So I'm the one of the customer. So insured or policyholder. That means an insured or policyholder is the person or entity buying the insurance policy. Just like I'm doing insurance, so I'm the customer. So policyholder or insured. We can say insured. Insurer means that is the agent, insurance company agent. Premium insurance rate. The insurance rate is a factor used to determine the amount to be charged for a certain amount of insurance coverage called the premium. So in insurance company, they will maintain different premiums policies. So if you pay 10 years, that benefits and insurance rate will be different. If you pay 20 years, that the premium and insurance rate will be different. So different terminology will be there. So equation will be changed. Types of insurance. There are two types of insurance in USA. One is life insurance, long term. Second one is non-life insurance. Types of insurance by the law of insurance in USA: unemployment insurance, social security, workers' compensation. Category of insurance: dental, health, life, business, residential, transport, communication, other. Dental insurance, it covers the dental benefits, capping, polishing, crowing. Health insurance, accidental death, dismemberment insurance, disability insurance, total permanent disability insurance, long-term care insurance. Life insurance, permanent life insurance, term life insurance, universal life insurance, variable universal life insurance, whole life insurance. Business insurance, bond insurance, director officials liability insurance, error and omission insurance, fidelity bond, and professional indemnity insurance, professional liability insurance, protection and indemnity insurance, trade credit.
ఇవన్నీ నేర్చుకోవాలి ఆ పేర్లు మేము.
Yeah, whenever you are working with software company, we should know terminology, madam. So terminology, project to product to defect to quality. So we learned. So what do you mean by project? Without knowing project, how we can work with software company? So
అంటే ఏ ఏ ఏ డొమ్- ఏ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ వాళ్ళకి అది ఒకటి నేర్చుకుంటే చాలు కదా, అన్ని
yes,
నేర్చుకోవాల్సిన.
just only I'm talking about only insurance domain. If it is insurance domain, you should know all the insurance terms. You should know only insurance terms. Residential contents insurance, earthquake insurance, flood insurance, home insurance, landlords insurance, mortgage insurance, property insurance. Transport communication, marine insurance, travel insurance, vehicle insurance, aviation insurance, satellite insurance, computer insurance. Other insurances, casualty insurance, crime insurance, group insurance, crop insurance, liability insurance, no fault insurance, pet insurance, re-insurance, terrorism insurance, wage insurance, weather insurance, workers compensation. What is the use of premium?
ప్రాజెక్ట్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ కిందకి వస్తుంది సార్. ఇప్పుడు
Insurance domain.
డొమైన్ వీటిలో టైప్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా చాలా, దాంట్లో ఏ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ కిందకి వస్తుంది?
Just here we have number of, if it is insurance project, we have number of modules, madam. So nearly
ఇప్పుడు మనం పెట్టుకున్నాం కదా గార్నెట్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్ అని, అది ఏ ఇన్సూరెన్స్?
admin module. Already we mentioned here. So claims management, policy management, user management. Currently I am working with user management system. This is the domain knowledge, madam. That is not different. Domain knowledge is different to this is different. This is totally only we are talking about domain knowledge. So if you are going to bank, you should know all the transaction names. So what are the rules? So only what are the terms they will use regularly. So these are the terminology. Types of domains. Insurance domain, types of domains. We have already discussed. What is the use of premium to the company? Three things. Three things. First, pool out the money to pay claims. Second, insurance companies pay for the expenses involved in selling and providing the insurance protection. Third, insurance companies invest money premium determination, the frequency of claims, how many, the severity cost of the claim. Concept of insurance. So what is the concept of insurance? I mentioned here. Insurance policy process. Insurance policy administrations, claims process, agency process. These are the modules, madam. Agent process, policy system, user control system, policy process. We have number of, madam. So how many models will be there in the project? We can't say. Here we have thousands of number of modules we have. Insurance policy administrations, claims process, agents process, agent process, agency process, agent process, policy process, user protocol system, insurance policy process, data import export process, policy registration, quotation engine, insurance administration process system, content process, insurance document process, insurance accounting. So user management system, policy management system. So we can mention anything. Benefit of insurance. Insurance work minus risk plus statistics. So peace of mind. Insurance company were developed to take your risks. Insurance covers everything covers everything we do: household insurance, medical, motor, travel, pet, etc. Factors that insurance, life insurance rate. So what is the main factors? So some people they will insurance policy based on age, insurance policy holders. So they will give same insurance for all the people. So based on the age, health condition, gender, smoker, drinker, lifestyle, occupation, type of policy, weight, smoking status, family medical history, location, material status, profession. These are the factors. Hmm. Just I don't want to confuse you. Leave it. That is the insurance domain terminology, madam. Any doubts now? Ask me. Not yet entered into insurance company. Overview. Overview discussed. Only overview. Only overview.
క్వశ్చన్ ఏమని అడుగుతారు సార్? ఇప్పుడు మీరు చెప్పిన కాన్సెప్ట్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఇప్పుడు ఇన్సూరెన్స్ డొమైన్ ఏమని అడిగితే చెప్పాలి ఇది?
So no, just how many insurance? Just what are the modules in insurance projects? We can say, or nearly 20 modules. We can say in your how many modules in your project? We have only 3 modules. We have only 2 modules. We have 20 modules. We have 30 modules, sir. Currently, I am working with only one module, that is policy administration system, policy management system, user management system, claims management system, content management system. So we have anything. So you should know any of the.
Last, what's the use of testing అనేది ఉంది కదా సార్, లాస్ట్ పేజ్ సంథింగ్.
Where?
లాస్ట్ పేజ్ లో రోల్ ఆఫ్ టెస్టింగ్ ఇన్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్.
What is the test insurance? Test in insurance.
వాట్ టు టెస్ట్ ఇన్సూరెన్స్. అవన్నీ మాడ్యూల్సా?
What sample test cases for insurance application testing?
అంటే శాంపుల్ వెబ్సైట్ ఏదైనా ఓపెన్ చేసి చూపిస్తారా? ఎలా
I will show you, madam. Screenshots I will show you. Not yet entered into this one. So these are the modules, madam. Policy administration system, claim management system, distribution management system, investment management system, third party administration system, risk management solution, regulatory compatibility. We have nearly, I know, nearly 30 to 40 modules, madam, in insurance. You will work with only one module, madam. You are not one. You are not the only one person. You will not interact with all the modules. All the modules. You will interact with only one module. Claim management system or admin management system, policy management system, user management. Okay. This is the domain knowledge I will send you.
సరే.
All right.
సార్ మార్నింగ్ టైమ్స్ మీరు ఏ టైంలో ఫ్రీగా ఉంటారు ఇది కంటిన్యూషన్ చేసేకి?